Welcome. Here is today's trending news as mixed reaction continues to trail the renaming of Charlie Boy Bus Stop to Badu Bus Stop. Charlie Boy, who is Charles Oputa, has explained how the bus stop was initially named after him. According to him, once upon a time, I used to live at the bus stop. Charlie Boy recounts how Charlie Boy Bus Stop at Gbagada was renamed after him by the people in the early 90s. According to him, he said to him, it seems petty because those are not the things we should be talking about right now. The 2027 election should be our priority. Let's take a look.
Than anyone. How did Charlie Boy Bus Stop become Charlie Boy Bus Stop? So we understand the history behind all of this.
Well, once upon a time, I used to live in a bus stop, and that's because people who were in Gbagada at the time felt it was just the right thing to do to name a bus stop after me because honestly, I did contribute to that community. Both the military pensioners, the Okada riders, and anybody, any young person. I gave scholarships out and stuff like that. I don't really like to talk a lot about what I've done and what I haven't done, but you know, I tried for my community at the point of time I was there. Okay, I held sway, you know. So I guess because of all what I've done in the past for people, they just decided to. It was a cool idea, you know, naming the bus stop after me, and that's how it all started.
Do you remember what year this was named Charlie Boy? Because that part of history is missing again. We don't document a lot of these things, and the conversation is really flying over some people's heads. Do you remember what year?
I remember vividly. It was after 1990, after my song 1990, which was a hit back in the days, and so about 91, 92. Yeah.
Look at that list. There were other streets that were renamed in that particular LCD. Now, the man at the heart of the subject joins us now. Charlie Boy, Charles Oputa, if you like, area father. He joins us virtually from Lagos. Thank you so much for joining us, Charlie Boy.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I was talking about the streets, and I'd like to go through, you know, some of them, just a high point, why all of this may be, you know, the uppermost in the minds of Nigerians. There's Ajidagon Street, named Olamide Adedeji Street. There is Bariga Road, renamed Bola Ahmed Tinubu Road. There's Ilaje Road, renamed King Sunny Ade Road. There is Ifeanyi Street. I believe that's the only other Igbo name there that is renamed Abolore Akonde to honor, of course, the singer Nice. So why do you think yours has been singled out, you know, dominating talking points online and offline? Because all the other names that were renamed got Yoruba names. In fact, there's just only one Igbo name that was renamed to a Yoruba name.
My sister, if you ask me now, who I go ask? I don't know. I don't know why they do the things they do, you know, but it seemed to me a little silly, a lot more silly, and petty, because those are not the things that we should be talking about right now. Those are not priorities. Whether you name it Charlie Boy or you name it Olumide Bado or whatever, it's neither here or there. What our priorities should be is about the 2027 2027 election? Will our vote count? That's what I think we should be talking about.
Complementing the fact that you look nothing close to your age. And this was the people trying to immortalize perhaps a legacy. So how does it feel now at this point where maybe perhaps you felt this should have been done officially in properly naming it by the council, and now they totally removed it and calling it, I think, Gbagada Bus Stop?
It doesn't matter. Anybody who's done something for his community could take the shine. It doesn't really matter to me, okay? You know, I'm indifferent, okay? Like I said, that is not our priority right now. It should be something more important to all of us, and which is making sure that come 2027, because that's where I see all the indicators, that's where they're pointing at, okay? That our vote should count, period.
And coloration that dogged the 2023 election, particularly in Lagos, does not repeat itself.
You know, it's funny to me when people try to shade me as a tribalist. I would like to say something. Do you know that most of my friends are from the West? They're Yoruba guys, most of them. I have more Yoruba and Hausa friends than I have of Igbo friends, yeah? And the people who have benefited from the Charly Boy Foundation and all that I've done in the past have been more of Westerners than Easterners. Because for some reason, I think God has blessed me with some very good choices that I've made in the past. You know, where people are allowed to be in my space. And just like what I think I've given to them, they've given me back twofold. Because I usually place all my cards on the table. Okay? So when people try to bring a tribalistic coloration to what I do, you know, I resent that. Because there's nowhere in hell that is the truth. It can't be. You know, that's a whole lot of jargon, if you ask me. You know, because I don't see tribe. I don't see religion. I'm a free spirit. I don't see these things. But, you know, I keep asking one question, and that is, why is it that when they want to do the stealing, when they want to be as corrupt as sin, you will find the Igbo man, you find the Yoruba man, you find the Fulani man, they're all in that place, so shopping the money. But when it's time for election, or for us to talk about how we move on, yeah, politically, then you start seeing these things. It's their old playbook. Everybody, most people are hip to it. And for the past 20 years, I've never trusted any government in power. Never. And I ain't going to start now. But we have two choices. One is to make sure that in 2027 that we get it right. Or, because I know that it will have to get worse before it even gets better. And I want to also reassure Nigerians that, I mean, you know, globally, I said, leadership has fallen to an all-time low. Okay? You can see what's happening in America. Trump and his MAGA people. And that is what is so dangerous. Because already in Africa, we have Mumu leaders who are only but interested in building their own empires. And that's the same thing I know Trump for. It's nothing but about him and his empire. And this sets off a very bad example for people who are already, their mind, they don't get mind, they are wicked as sin. Yes. That is why when they say it's a zoo, I can dig that.
All right,
I beg make with the face within the face also.
All right, so let me find out from you with a direct question. What kind of president does Nigeria need?
One that is truthful. One that really shows that he has the interest of the masses at heart. One that is willing to do everything possible for us to be self-independent, to be productive, not to be consumers like the Holocaust. Yes. One that has human sympathy. One that is not the devil. One that is not over-religious, but has love for humanity. That's the kind of president I want to see. One that you will look at and be proud as a Nigerian. Yes, that is my even president. Yeah, that's the kind of president I would like to see.
And so do you see those qualities in Mr. Peter Obi?
Yes. Amongst the bunch, I'm not gonna lie you now. I can't lie. Yeah, I do. I really do.
And do you
with my whole chest.
And do you see them in the current president?
Is that supposed to be a joke?
No, it's a direct question.
It's a direct question. No, I don't. And that's a direct answer.
Just to stretch it a bit further, why would you say so? Some would say that he's moving the country in the
That's my opinion.
Right
that's just my opinion. You ask me a question, I answer. Don't ask me the why.
And pardon me, sir, and the difficult decisions he's taking, if Mr. Peter Obi or Mr. Atiku Abubakar had won the election in 2023, they would have been taking similar decisions.
Next question.